right, folks, welcome back, man. Let's get into it. This is Ryan Reviews Everything, and before we get any further, if this is your first time, please hit that like and subscribe button. It would do me a huge favor. And let's get into it. We're talking about the latest episode of American Horror Story Delicate. This is episode 4, titled The Vanishing Twin. A lot that got revealed in this episode, and I'm going to just warn you ahead of time. 1, definitely going to be spoilers. And 2, I might jump around from different storylines, right? But let's get into it. I really enjoyed how the opening scene was, even before the credits. We do get a lot of answers. We definitely realized who the 2 women were dressed in all black that were, stalking Anna in the previous episodes. And we definitely see some familiar faces. And also, we know that these women have been around since 1555. They apparently have some type of witchcraft going on. That's the best way I could put it. And I'm liking how more is getting revealed. We see them later on in this episode when Anna meets this crisis PR tag team called the Ashleys. And we definitely see that these are the people back from 1555. But despite the fact that they're witches from back in the day, not aging at all, clearly, their strategy worked. Their, My Body, My Choice campaign commercial for Anna really did numbers. It's really getting that reputation out of the toilet from the past couple episodes. So, hey, I guess they're doing their job, right? So, I'm glad we got that answer. We now know who the women in black are, and they still here to stay. And also, they, apparently back in that, opening scene, they took the firstborn from somebody who was like in royalty, but we'll get into that later. So, also what I did like about that episode, well, maybe not like, but I was confused throughout 90% of the episode. Like, what in the hell does this dead raccoon have to do with anything? We see her take the dead raccoon in, put her in a baby crib, and I'm looking like, all right. I understand Anna is losing her mind throughout this entire season so far, but her taking care of this, raccoon and putting it in the baby's crib, that took the cake for me. But we definitely see as the episode goes, apparently, and this is, correct me if I'm wrong, I am not too above anything to be wrong, but it looks like she is carrying some type of demon baby, just like we saw in the opening credits. Some type of monster baby who has like the cravings that are just out of this world. And she actually eats the damn raccoon, right? So that answers that question. And we also, clearly regular food ain't enough. She wakes up in the middle of the night after hearing voices or scrapings in the fridge, and she, completely takes down a jar of pickles and a pint of ice cream, still having some type of craving. So I'm glad we're getting more answers there. The one thing that I find that I still don't know where it goes, and that's one of the things I do like about American Horror Story. So many random storylines could come, and you just spend the season trying to figure out, okay, where is this going? But the mother, Dexter's mom, which is Anna's mother-in-law, she surprisingly shows up. Which, one, I understand that's your son, but don't just be popping up at somebody's house like that, just unannounced. I mean, even if that's my mom, I don't want to come home and my mom is at my house. But anyway, she's asking her son to take her side in the divorce, and this whole storyline of her trying to, sue or divorce her father because of some type of satanic abuse that took place. Not sure where that's going. I'm interested to see what's next. If you're familiar with what's going on, you got any theories, please let me know, because I just want to know where it's going. I really feel like Kim Kardashian is definitely doing a serviceable job playing Siobhan. Of course, she has, plenty of acting experiences, no matter how you feel about Kim K, and her tabloid exploits and all that type of jazz. She definitely has been very solid in this. And we also see some back dealings is being done. She's sleeping with the director in order to help further Anna's career, which is, I'm sure, I'm sure in this, there's some type of seedy back channel transactional stuff that goes down in order to get stuff done. I mean, hell, just look at what went down with Carisha Please winning, hip hop platform of the year two years in a row now. But that's a different story. Yeah, so I really want to know how that develops as well. It definitely seems like there are two different types of emotions going in different ways. The director clearly is in love with Siobhan. Siobhan is treating it just like it is. Look, this is just some transactional sex. I will meet with you every Thursday, and hey, you know what you got to do. So, which, no disrespect, I mean, it's if Kim Kardashian is your transactional jump off every week, that's a pretty great deal. But also another thing that I want to figure out, I think I do empathize with Anna on this regard. Also earlier in this episode, she clearly feels like she caught her husband Dexter in some type of lie. But because she's pregnant, kind of in a vulnerable space, it appears as if she feels like she kind of has nowhere else to go, and it's almost like, I feel like she knows her husband is up to something, but due to her situation, it's not like she can just up and leave. That's why I'm looking at it. I mean, you're pregnant, you're married, although she has money and all this type of jazz, she probably just doesn't feel the most comfortable, like, crashing with Siobhan or whoever else. That's where I'm going with it. Also, once again, we see Nicolette, played by Rodriguez. She seems to be knowing something else, and I'm sure that's going to develop as well. She gave her the gift that has a card saying don't trust anybody. And so I feel like she knows something about Anna's husband, and maybe this is just her somewhat low-key way of letting her know. I'm sure we'll get more development with that as well. I did like how it kind of tied back in. She goes to the doctor's appointment, and the doctor is like, oh, looks like it was a case of the Vanishing Twin. I didn't hear a heartbeat. Now I hear a heartbeat. It's a miracle, so I'm definitely looking forward to the rest of the season. Once again, this season has been starting off to a great start, and it's still maintaining a pretty good storyline to me. Nothing is nothing is too over the top that it just doesn't make sense. So I'm still with it. I'm still down. So let me know if you got any theories. I really want to see where this storyline goes with the mother-in-law again. I really want to see what Nicolette really knows as the season progresses, and also what's going to be the connection when this demon baby is born and this the Ashleys come through. I really feel like we're just going to get history repeating itself like it did in 1555. Anna's going to have the baby. All of a sudden, the Ashleys are going to come through like, hey, we need that baby. If you want to continue your successful acting career, you're going to give up that baby. I feel like something like that's going to go down, but who knows? So love it or hate it. That's my review. Let me know your thoughts. Peace.